What's the deal? What's going on, man? Make sure you're following at at underdog underscore NBA on Twitter. Like I say, I want you guys to be up on the injury news. That's where the value comes at. Uh, right. The most important part of the day is the hour before the lock, so we find out who's out and who's in. That's where the magic happens. That's where the value lies. Okay. I caught 8 rebounds for Taj Gibson at plus 650 yesterday. I took his double double for plus 3,100 yesterday. He had 9 points and 8 rebounds. I'm just saying, what I do here. I talk about plays that help us with our same game parlays, plays that help us with our with prize picks and yada yada yada. So it's important. It's very important because value is where you're getting the money at. This right here, we're this video that I do every day right here. It's a brief look overall, but it is what it is. So it's important to follow them. Know your personnel. You know who benefits for who's in and out. Okay. Yesterday was not my favorite day. Keegan Murray got that for me. I think two other props, but not. If it wasn't for bankroll builders, man, I would have got smoked yesterday. There's a couple bankroll builders. They got me right. Um, but yeah, if you want to support my channel, whatever, just if you don't, you can sign up for PrizePicks. If you don't have PrizePicks, they'll match your deposit up to $100, or you can donate to the channel or join the channel for $2.99. I mean that's a coffee, but either way it goes. Oklahoma City Thunder at Philadelphia 76ers, 233 over under in this spot here, and you don't need to tell me about Joel. I don't need you. You guys don't need me to tell you that Joel Embiid is in a wonderful spot. Last time these two teams played, he just had a triple double with no Harden. He said, "No Harden, okay, I'll get a triple double. Fuck it." But we do have Harden. Embiid is in a great spot. Harden has hit over 10.5 assists in 3 straight games. Be my guest if you want to get there or not. Giddy is in a good spot rebounding. This Philadelphia 76 team is not the best rebounding team. Last 2 games, he's had 9 and 7 rebounds versus this team. So they have that. Uh, um, and of course, Shai Alexander is in play. You don't need me to tell you guys a lot of those things there. It is what it is. Boston Celtics at Brooklyn Nets here. We got 227.5 over under. Um, no Durant. Okay, no Durant. So I did take the 5.5 assists, 4.5 assists for Kyrie Irving. On Prize Picks, you can get it at 5. I like it there. I just think he's good enough to facilitate. He's hit this number several times in his last previous games. He's good enough to facilitate, even if he gets double teamed, whatever the case may be. I can't talk you off his 3 ballers points. Of course, he should have a lot of usage in this game here. Kids bought me a gaming chair. I'm chilling for my birthday now, so I'm in relaxed mode. Feels a little bit better. Hopefully, let's get some money out of this motherfucker so we can turn it up. But yeah, ancillary guys like, uh, I mean, this backcourt is not going to be good defensively, but it hasn't been good defensively. We know that Brooklyn Nets give up the most threes to the shooting guard position, so that's one thing you could look at. I'd imagine somebody like Curry or whoever's going to get the start. We'll have to see. All right, but I'll have some interest in them. Your T.J. Warrens and things like that. Last time these two teams played, Nick Claxton had 2 blocks and a steal. All right, so he's averaging 2.5 blocks a game. He's a monster shot blocker, so I can't talk you off his 2.5 blocks and steal. You might be able to get that on Prize Picks, or you can get it live. I mean, on FanDuel, but you can get it live. On DraftKings, but you can probably get it live. You'll be able to get it live on FanDuel once the game goes live. Um, I'd imagine that Robert Williams and Marcus Smart was resting for this game, so it is what it is, man. Don't have a play on the side of this one, so maybe that might come later. But let's just keep it moving. This Milwaukee Bucks at Miami Heat game had 217.5 over under. This is a rematch. I mean, this is a back to back for Milwaukee Bucks. That's why we don't have any Milwaukee guys lines out. All right, so be wary of that. You never know. ABC might be sitting. Um, ABC hasn't been itself lately, if you ask me. Yeah, so we don't have any Milwaukee Bucks players out. So guys like Gabe, Max Struss played 43 minutes last game. Gabe Vincent minutes is up there. Bam Adebayo, those are the usual suspects right there. Can't talk about Bam Adebayo points. I like the spot that he's in, so I got to lean towards the over right there. Can't forget about Victor Oladipo. Okay, come off the bench playing about 30 minutes. There will be no Lowry. There will be no Caleb Martin. There will be no Tyler Hero. Okay, so this usage is going to be concentrated, and there you have that. This Miami team is not that good rebounding the ball. They're okay at rebounding the ball versus centers, but overall as a team, they're not that good rebounding the ball. So if ABC plays, then you can look at him. um, Bobby Portis is averaging a double double off the bench. Okay, so I have some interest in that too. And right now, if I think, because I got some interest in this game here, and I got some interest in this Bucks as Rose dogs here. If I think ABC is going to play, then I'm going to take the money line. But it's kind of fishy. It's kind of fishy because it's a back to back, and we don't have any lines for anyone yet. All right, so keep that in mind. Charlotte Hornets at Toronto Raptors here. We got a 230.5 over under, and it's a lot to like about this game. I'm looking at this game for a number of different reasons, especially combos. Okay, now this is a rematch, and rematches tend to be tougher. You know what I'm saying? And the way the NBA has been going right now, it probably is going to be a tougher matchup. But we know this team. We know Toronto team can give up rebounds and shit to the center and points. And then you can just put up a ton of stats. Now, the usual suspects are going to be playing, okay? So let's just go through a few things that I want to touch on. In fact, let's look at PrizePicks too. So let's start off with the fantasy score. I like the fantasy score for Lamelo Ball. He's averaging. I think he's averaging more. I think he's averaging about 4 or 5 more fantasy points than this. So I really, really like this. Plus, he's been getting in the assist category. I mean, the assist category has been like what? I think 3 of his last 5 games or 4 of his last 6. He's had over 10 assists. So yeah, sign me up. You never know when he's going to get a triple double. Combo plays, okay? Combo plays. Guys like Fred VanVleet and I mean, basically everybody. So let's just start with the rebounds and assists. Terry Rozier, he's hit this number in the last 2 games. Fred VanVleet has hit this number in the last 4 games. I probably don't want to go to the 15.5 Pascal Siakam. That's I mean, I can see you getting there. I never really go there to his little in that area. Scotty Barnes has hit this number, I think, in the last few games. So rebounds and assists, PRAs, even PRAs are in play. For certain people like LaMelo Ball, PRA 38.5. I mean, if he goes out there and give you 25 points, 10 assists, and five rebounds, then boom, there you go. If he goes out there and give you 20, 10, and 10 for a triple double, then there you go. So it is what it is with that situation. So it's a lot, man. Guys like if I'm looking at PRAs, I'm looking at Pascal Siakam and Lamelo Ball. Probably Lamelo Ball would probably be my first. He just has to keep his hands to himself. All right. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot to like. It's a lot to like about that situation. This situation here. Um, Mason Plumlee, his fantasy score is in play as well at 30.5. I didn't check to see how many times he's hit this number, but trust and believe, he's my guy. He's been hovering around that number a lot. A lot of people overlook this fantasy score. His fantasy score is pretty cool. Uh, uh, he's hit this number. What is it? 30.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit. He's averaging that. That's his average right there. And like I said, you can go back and look at all the center stuff he's going up against Toronto. Toronto's been giving it up. So his fantasy scores in play, for sure. So it's a lot, man. Um, when you talk about the three ball, I mean, uh, I'm looking at PJ Washington. He's hit this number. He's hit this three ball, and I think what he's hit this three ball 5 out of his last 6 games, or 12 of his last 15. He's hit 2 or more. So he's out there helping stretching the defense. He's hit this number 10 of his last 15 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of his last 10 games. So I can't talk you out of 2 threes. And if you want to, if you want to get to a 2-3 parlay, like you can go with 2 for Gary, Trent, Fred VanVleet, and Terry Rozier. I mean, get all 3 of those guys to get you 2 threes for plus one, minus 101. You can match it. Definitely throw OG. I think all these guys right here can get you the game. Somehow, some way, something to fuck that up. But if you want something really, really fun, then there you go on the books. Let's keep it moving. This is the last game I want to talk about, man. I don't have nothing for this Cleveland Cavaliers game. Waiting on the Dame Lillard news. Dame Lillard is out, then it's Anthony Simons for me, and probably Jeremy Grant for sure. But this game here, this Dallas game, is what I'm really, really looking at. A lot of you guys got a lot of no sweat bets, and the $100 no sweat bet for the TNT games tonight. So this should be one. This should be one here. Okay, so right off the back, let's start on PrizePicks here, and again, fantasy score for LeBron James, sitting at 52.5. I like that. This Dallas team is not. They have no size right now. Okay, so don't know the status of what's the kid's name? Powell. I thought he left the game yesterday, last game. All right. Patrick Beverly is questionable. We know Dorian Finney-Smith's out. Maxi Kleber's out. Dwight Powell is questionable for today. He left the game, last game. So, size-wise, this team is hurting. Lonnie Walker is out. It is what it is, man. So, Reeves is out. So we got 3 potential triple-double candidates here. Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic, okay? Can't talk about neither one of these guys' fantasy score here. I like LeBron. And you got to get a decent discount when you look at somebody like that. Between Luka and LeBron, you're going to get discounts of similar stat lines. So let's take the LeBron James double-double, for instance. I'll sprinkle something on that. This Dallas team is not rebounding the ball well, okay? I'll sprinkle something on that, all right? A double-double for LeBron James at plus money, why not? You'll get a triple-double for LeBron James at plus 1,000. They just added Spencer Dinwiddie. That was crazy. 8,500. He's had triple-doubles. I think I've seen him get 2, but he probably would get one with no Luka, but it is what it is. But Russell Westbrook plus 900, LeBron James plus 1,000. These guys are capable. Excuse me. LeBron James, because his rebound prop is already up there. It's baked into it at an 8.5. The books know that Dallas Mavericks not rebounding the ball well, and it's a possibility that he can go out there and drop 10 dimes. So it is what it is. His individual assist prop, I like it too. I can't talk you off of it. All right. So the guys that are going to be doing the heavy lifting, Dennis Schroeder, LeBron James, what's the kid's name? Thomas Bryant. All these guys' numbers are in play. If you're doing the TNT same game, shit, you could probably get a measly plus 400 right out of this game and be done with it. But yeah, now points wise, I can't. It's a pick your poison thing for me. I'm undecided which way I want to go. This number is not moving. I like the 16.5, and I like the 3.5 threes for Tim Hardaway. I just don't know which way I want to go. Christian Wood gave ass 30 last time they played. He's definitely in play. He can stretch him out. He can hit the three. 20.5. I got interest there, even on the books. I could tease it down, something like that, same game parlay, but I got mega interest in that. There should be no resistance on stopping LeBron James. Like, who the fuck is out there going to stop him? 32.5 points. I lean towards the over, bro. I can't talk. I can't. Hey, what you want me to do? These guys are going to be doing the heavy lifting. You know, it is what it is. A lot of these numbers, I can't talk you off none of them. Luka Doncic, you don't need me to tell you anything about him. You know, this game is probably going to go down in LA. Stars coming out for this one to take pictures and shit and see LeBron and Luka in LA on the court. You know, it is what it is, y'all. Peace out.